All right.
landscape. You have a background of a forest.
Yeah.
It's very nice. Do you
Yeah.
like do you like trees?
Pretty much. I think are the one of the most important things that the world could have.
Yeah, it's a very important element. Um, I'm starting to plant trees in a place in Leon, and I need to start planting trees in a small tract of land that I have in Irapuato.
Mhm.
And I'm sure that you know the tree by the name of Tabachin. You know that?
Not
You know the
pretty sure.
Tabachin
Not pretty sure.
is extremely beautiful. You can see it in many places.
Oh, a ver.
It gives yellow flowers. It's really beautiful,
Oh
extremely beautiful.
yeah. Yeah, I see it pretty much. Um, in my school there are a lot of it, of those.
Yeah, you mean at Instituto, right?
Uh huh.
Yeah, this is an extremely beautiful tree. Look at the orange flowers. Is one of my favorite trees. Look, it's beautiful. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
what else do you want if it's not a tabachin like this? Oh, it's from Madagascar. That I didn't know.
Cool.
It's one of my favorite trees. Another tree that I love is the cedar.
I don't never hear of it.
Cedar is the cedro, red
Ah.
cedar. Red
Yeah.
cedar tree is very beautiful. It's very, very beautiful. I don't know why they call it cedar, but it's very common in Canada. It's common in Mexico in Chiapas, and
Cool.
it gives a beautiful foliage. Foliage is the follaje.
It's a kind of pine.
Um, Probably because yeah, look, it must be southern red
Oh,
cedar tree.
we have one of those in our ah patio.
You have in my yard.
In my yard.
Really?
Yes.
You guys have a cedar tree?
uh Yes. In the front of the yard.
Really?
Hmm?
It's an absolutely lovely tree. It's very beautiful. I love this tree. It's one of my favorites. Uh, yeah, I love this tree. There is another tree that I like, which is I like the huizaches, of course. I like the ficus, but I really like the mahogany tree. You know mahogany tree?
Mm, I'm not sure. I've seen a lot of trees in my life, just but I don't know their names.
Mahogany is caoba.
Oh yeah.
They are extremely beautiful, but impressively beautiful. And the wood is very fine. You make furniture out of mahogany trees,
Mm-hmm.
and you can have plantations and the trees being 2 to 3 meters away from one another, like you can see in this tree in this picture here. I don't know if here it's gonna show, but maybe yes. Oh yeah, look at the picture here. The plantations of mahogany trees.
Very nice.
Yeah, and the wood is very fine. It's very expensive, actually.
Mm-hmm. When
Uh,
people want a furniture made by caoba,
Mahogany,
uh-huh, it's very much expensive.
yeah, it's very expensive. You also have oak trees. Oak trees are also very nice. Oak
Mm-hmm.
trees, and they make the barrels for wine made of oak. You know, oak is roble.
Mm-hmm.
So you see the oak. Oak trees are extremely beautiful and impressively. The foliage of the oak tree, look at that, it's just amazing.
There
Uh,
are some of them in the pradera here in Irapuato.
really?
Have you see them?
I probably have. I don't recall having seen them specifically, maybe because I don't recognize them as such.
Around from the Constituyentes school.
Could be. Okay, yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure that you're right. But I haven't. Well, that is oak, cedar, and maple trees are also very nice, Mitch. Maple. I don't know
Mm.
if you like maple. Maple trees.
Ah, yes.
You know this tree, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is very typical in Canada. You see the maple tree everywhere. You can see these trees also. This is a Japanese maple tree. Look how beautiful it is.
Pretty much.
It's extremely beautiful maple tree. Wow.
Too vivid, too colorful.
So there is of course, in Mexico you have the Huizache tree, right?
Mm-hmm.
Huizache tree. You like those?
Let me see. Oh yeah. I thought those were.
Well, these are.
I'm going to be honest. Some of them, I saw them and I thought that they're they were dry or something. They need more water. But if they are like that.
Yeah, and this in Guanajuato is exactly the atmosphere where they grow the best.
Mm-hmm.
So if you ever see a place where you can grow Huizache trees or mesquite trees, that is Guanajuato, and it's specifically León and Irapuato. Well, those are the Huizache trees.
Which are the mesquite trees?
These ones here, actually,
Ah,
they are interchangeable, I think. They say, okay, look at these. These are the flowers they provide, and this is the plant. You have seen this plenty of these, I suppose.
mm-hmm. They pretty
Uh,
much.
yeah. And another tree that I love is the mesquite tree, maple tree, the is the spruce tree, except that I don't know very much how you say the spruce in Spanish. I think it's araucaria. It's very beautiful.
Oh, I
Look at the
never seen those.
if you go to Toluca, have you been to Toluca?
No.
Okay, you're gonna see many of these. It's a cold weather, and you'll see many spruce trees.
Cool.
I believe there is a name in Spanish which is called Araucaria tree, which is impressive. It's one of my favorite trees, Araucaria. This one here doesn't have too much foliage, but you will see them with a lot of foliage, follaje, and you
Mm-hmm.
notice that they are very, very beautiful. Very well. These are somehow thin or slim, not too much
But
foliage.
could be pretty tall.
It can be tall like this. Look,
Mhm.
Araucaria
Nice.
columnaris. These are look slim, very thin.
Mm-hmm.
You will see trees with much more foliage. Let me put this in Spanish because maybe you will understand
Cool.
the Araucaria is impressively beautiful. I totally love this tree. Let me see if it shows Araucaria. Well, it gave us the same. No, it's the same. I- Well, maybe this one has more foliage here. This one here. And look, they are tall.
Nice.
Yeah, it's very beautiful. The only problem with this is that the roots are very wide and they can destroy the pavement if you plant them near your house.
How?
Well, yeah, because the roots expand so they can lift the pavement or the cement of the sidewalk.
Uh-huh. Like
So
the avocado tree.
is it the same? The avocado tree?
Uh-huh.
I didn't know that. Does it have large roots?
Mm-hmm.
Avocado tree roots depth. Oh yeah, it's exactly what you say. The avocado tree can destroy the pavement of the sidewalk,
Yeah.
like here. Yeah, it's very wild. Yeah, interesting. It's nice that you like all these kinds of trees, Mitch. I totally love them, and we started to plant these trees. We began with 10 tabachines,
Cool.
and they're beautiful. And the problem when you plant them in the wild, in the hill, in the wild, is that the cows or sheep that come to graze grass there can eat them. So cows graze for grass, which is a problem,
What
right?
means great?
Pastar.
Ah,
So they come and eat your tree, and you go next week, and your tree is gone.
no.
So you need to protect them. And we developed, no, we didn't develop it, but we have a system. Let me show you. We have. I'll show you a picture here. Let me show it to you. And here, how we protect these trees. You see. So we planted some tabachines, for example, here, but
Mhm.
because there were cows in that area, we needed to protect them. Here are the trees. They're very small, as you can see.
No, but that's pretty nice.
Yeah, these are the tabachines. Another one is here. There's another one here. There was one more over there. Here.
Hmm.
So we planted some trees here, but we needed to protect them from the cows because then the cows come and eat them, which is a problem. So we needed to do this. And then this will be the entrance to a place over there in Leon. And the idea is to more or less develop this area. It's going to take a while, of course.
Of course. It
Yeah,
took some
well,
time.
yeah, it takes time as everything. Um, I would like to introduce a topic which we have seen before, which is the comparative grammar between Spanish and English.
Mhm.
Grammar in English is much easier, but way easier than grammar in Spanish. Why do you think it's so? Grammar, first of all, do you agree with this concept? Grammar, English grammar is much easier than US grammar, than Spanish grammar.
Mm. Oh, of course. Um, I saw that the Spanish grammar or the language in general was of the most difficult in the world. Of course, not that difficult than the Chinese or Japanese, but yeah, it is pretty complex, difficult for people who don't know anything about it.
Yeah,
Um,
that is true.
mm,
That is true. For example, compare articles. How do you compare articles in English to articles in Spanish? How do you compare this item of grammar?
what do you mean?
How are articles in English? You have just one article, right? Determinate and indeterminate article. Let's say determinate article. Which is the determinate article in English?
Artículo determinado?
Yes, which is it?
Ah, yeah.
The,
I didn't
right?
know that was called article.
Artículo determinado, yes, because it determines the house, the boy, the tables, the apples, right?
Mhm.
It's just one. Whereas in Spanish, how many do you have?
Mm, el, la, los,
What else? Las.
las.
And one more, lo, right? Lo bonito, lo interesante, lo. So that's neuter. This is the only neuter article. Do you agree?
Lo.
Yeah. Lo bonito, lo interesante,
Lo que me gusta.
lo que me gusta exactly, right? So there are five. So five against one. In English, you just have to learn the. In Spanish, you have to learn
Mhm.
five. So it's much more complex, right? How
I
about the. Yes.
I found I found an app which it helps you to connect with people from other countries to exchange languages. And for example, when I talk with English American people,
Yes.
they want to learn Spanish, and they also misconfuse the words, like where do you, in our language, most of the words have gender, saying it like that. um, they always misconfuse the words. um, Mayonesa, mayonnaise, so every words have gender, and that's the most difficult thing for them, and most of the times.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. And in particular, words that are confusing, for example, these ones, they have a rule that all the words that end in A are feminine normally, but then you have this. What is how are these words? Well, águila continues to be a female noun, right? But you say el águila, sí, el agua, sí, el hacha. Why is that?
Mm, I forgot. No, no pressure.
You don't want to put two A's together, right? You don't want to say la hacha,
Mm-hmm. You're right.
la águila. La águila sounds cacophonic, so they say el águila,
Yeah.
right? The same with el agua. You don't want to say la agua. El hacha, you don't want to say la hacha. El lampa, right? El lampa. Los zampones, right? El lampa, no, not la hampa. El lampa está fuerte en Guanajuato, right? El lampa.
What means
Say,
Ampa?
hampa are the gangsters.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah, so you say el H, el agua, el águila, el lampa, etc. Well, that's with the articles. How about the indeterminate article, Mitch?
Mm,
Which are they in Spanish and which are they in English?
no, I don't know.
Artículo determinado es el, la, los, las, los. And indeterminado is when you don't say a and in English, right? How about in
Um,
Spanish?
mm, de.
No, there is indeterminate. Un, un,
Mm,
uno, una, right?
mm,
Un, una,
una.
un, una,
Unos.
unos,
Unos.
unas, right? And in English, you have what is the equivalent for unos or unas? Some.
Some.
So you just have a, an, and some. Whereas in English, you have un, una, unos, unas.
Mm-hmm.
You have two or possibly three against four. For example, how do you say un aguacate?
Avocado or
Right.
avocado.
Right. How do you say un águila?
Uh, an eagle.
Okay, let me use a feminine, I'm sorry. Una manzana.
An apple.
How do you say plural? Unos, unos cuates.
Some folks.
Right. How do you say unas amigas?
Some friends.
Exactly. So you use some and a and an. That's it. A, which is one. An avocado. That's it. An apple. That's it. Some folks and some friends. So it is extremely easy to
Mm-hmm.
name things or objects in English. That's basically it. And in Spanish, you have to learn una, unos, unas. So you have for against two in articles.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about adjectives. Adjectives. How are adjectives in English compared to adjectives in Spanish?
Mm, well, in Spanish, tend to finish with also.
Also, osa, etc. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And you have gender and you have number in Spanish, right? And you don't have in English. For example, how to say dangerous? There are four
Peligroso.
acceptions. Peligroso. What else?
Uh,
Yes. So how many words do you have in Spanish for dangerous?
um, two.
Four. Peligroso, peligrosa, peligrosos,
Ah,
peligrosas.
I thought for English. Danger and dangerous.
Dangerous, you have four words. Peligroso, peligrosa, peligrosos, peligrosos.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, how do you say, eh, esos leones se ven peligrosos?
Those lions look dangerous.
Dangerous. You just use dangerous. And if you use that in singular, for example, how do you say, um,
That lion looks dangerous.
you should use the same word, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dangerous. You don't say dangerous.
No.
No, you just use dangerous. So that makes the language very easy grammatically speaking.
Mm-hmm.
And you will, yes, yes, Mitch.
English is the most easiest language in the world, right?
Grammatically speaking, grammatically speaking. But remember that there are more elements to a language than grammar. There is also vocabulary, pronunciation, phonetics, and the
Well,
phonemes.
well,
Yes, Mitch.
yeah, but I think English pronunciation is not that hard. And about the vocabulary, you will learn it by just living. For example, I always when I see any streaming channel or YouTube, I tend to only see it on English and especially when I see British movies, there are a lot of words that I know, but they wrote them in in a synonym. I don't know so many synonyms in English. That's something that someone learns uh, just studying every day.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. But synonyms are very useful because they give you a rich element. For example,
Mm-hmm.
synonym of pretty. How many synonyms do you think you're going to find about pretty? If you say the word
Mm,
pretty, how many synonyms? Two, three, five, 10. How many do you think you're going to find in English?
like pen?
I'm pretty sure you're right. A synonym. Okay, let's
No,
do it.
but tell it. Give me a list of synonyms of pretty.
Okay, there you go. Could be more, but they gave us 10. Can you read them, please?
Your screen froze. Freeze.
Oh, no, froze is correct.
Ah, okay.
Let me
I never
refresh.
said froze in my life before. I don't know where came out. Mm.
No, you were saying about froze, Mitch.
Uh, that I never say froze in my life before. I don't know where that word I don't know where I heard that word.
But it's correct actually. Froze is perfect. Your computer, your screen froze. All right. So we have 10 words: attractive, lovely, beautiful, cute, charming, handsome, delightful, appealing, gorgeous, alluring. All right. Let's see other word. Let's see the word deft. What is deft? When
So
no, that is deaf, but deft with T.
I forgot.
Deft. Okay. Is that a positive or negative connotation? What do you think?
Mm, negative.
Let's see.
You stop sharing your screen to
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, Mitch. Here. Here, 10 synonyms of deft. What do you
mm.
think?
Ah, something very nice. Expert.
Nimble, for example. Have you heard the word nimble? I hadn't.
Yes, but I didn't knew what I thought was something related with bees.
Related to that, right? So you
Mhm.
have skillful, proficient, adroit. This I knew. Expert, able, dexterous, clever, competent, skilled. Nimble for me is new. And now let's use synonyms of the word. Tell me a word that you
Mm.
like and that you'd like to find synonyms.
What about uh, 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 evil?
Evil. Well, we know that a word is bad, but there will be many more words. Wicked, malevolent, sinister, malicious, villainous, diabolical, malignant, maleficent, corrupt, iniquitous.
Iniquitous. I never heard of that.
Yeah. But many of these wicked, malevolent, sinister,
Which
malicious,
what is iniquitous? I know it's something related to evil, but in Spanish.
iniquitous, iniquituoso. I don't know if there is a word like that in Spanish. Sounds like that, but I don't know really.
No, I
I
don't
may be
know.
inventing a new word. Iniquituoso. I don't think that. No. Iniquituous in Spanish. No, that's ubiquitous.
Oh, no.
Let's
Existe.
see. Iniquitous does not exist.
Inocuo.
No. There's ubiquitous, but not iniquitous. Well, there may be this may be a case that there is not exact translation of it in Spanish, but the word means evil, right?
Uh-huh. I don't know
So
what
there
it
are,
is, but it's evil.
yeah. Well, I have this book here, which we have seen before, Farlex grammar book, and with all the complete English grammar rules, and we have seen many of these topics. Common nouns. One of the most striking differences, for me at least, between English and Spanish is the use of general nouns. For example, how do you say la naturaleza es hermosa?
Uh, the nurture is beautiful. Nature is beautiful.
Yeah, they omit the article the. They say nature is beautiful. Well, this is weird for me, at least at the beginning. It was nature. Why not the nature? Well, when you say the nature, you refer to something specific. When you say nature, you speak in general. Um, how do you say algunas? Okay, let's speak in general, not about everyone, but about some. How do you say las mujeres son curiosas por naturaleza?
Women are curious by nature.
Right. And you said the word very clearly, very correctly. You used women and not the women. Why? Because you're speaking in general. That's a striking difference between Spanish and English. In Spanish, we always say the, we always say las mujeres. We never say mujeres son curiosas por naturaleza. Never. Sounds
Mm-hmm.
weird, right? We never say naturaleza es hermosa. Well, that sounds weird. We say la naturaleza, right?
Uh-huh.
So that's a striking difference between Spanish and English, in
Yeah.
which English is more we uses less. It uses less words.
Mm-hmm.
That's when we talk about nouns, common and proper nouns, nouns of address,
Did you
concrete. Yes,
did you know the app Duolingo?
yeah, that's a great app. You like it?
I'm pretty addicted to I since vacations. I'm uh do you already saw that is a way to have like a record named the Racha.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I'm pretty addicted to it, and oh, today I'm 25 of Racha, oh, of record, but
Really?
uh, I'm mentioning because, well, depending on the level that you are, it's going to give you the practice of more difficult grammar, and I think I'm getting better. Of course, I have a lot of errors, but well, I want to know your opinion about it.
I think you're getting way better. Duolingo is fantastic. It's great. The other apps that you mentioned, I don't think you mentioned the name, but there is an app called Hello Talk.
Hello, talk exactly.
Okay, that's a great
Yeah,
app. I love it. I made some friends from Germany and they
cool.
wanted to learn Spanish, and that way I managed to learn some German. It's
Uh,
a great app.
you pay the membership?
No, it used to be free. It was free at least.
Oh.
I don't know if it's still free, but it used to be free.
It is free. You can teach one language, and that's it. But I saw the membership version. It connect you with people specialized teaching or more people in the world.
Yes,
Yeah.
I like it very much. If you're able to subscribe for free and make friends from England, Australia, Scotland, Ireland, the US, Canada, New Zealand, Belize, that'd be awesome because then you'll be able to exchange ideas, thoughts, make friends from all over the world, practice your English, which is the main purpose.
Mm-hmm.
They normally ask you, hey, yeah, let's practice. Today is English, tomorrow is Spanish, the next day English, and then Spanish. So you make like a deal to practice a language today and another language, their language of interest tomorrow. So
Yeah.
that's normally the deal that you make, and it's pretty good.
Usually, the deal what I do with them, it's like they taught the language that they want to practice, and I mine. For example, when I was talking with a Canadian, and he was talking Spanish when I was talking English, and if I noticed that they had a grammatical error, I correct them, and they to me.
That's fantastic. That's a great idea. Well, I suggest that you can keep on that because it's really good. It's free, and you have extra practice, Mitch. I very good. I'm very happy
Yeah.
about that.
Uh, Well, I would like to pay the membership because it said that you can teach one another languages. I would like to learn also French or Portuguese. I'm learning Portuguese in Duolingo actually, but I think it could be way better, faster in Hello Talk.
Could be. Yeah, it's always useful to have someone to practice with. That's fabulous. But yeah, no, that's great. Well, let's make a recap of the countries that speak English. We have the US, of course. What else?
Okay.
Canada. Where else do they speak English as a native language? Belize. What else?
Mm.
The England, Australia, Scotland. What else? Ireland, New Zealand, I think. New Zealand. Where else do they speak English?
Ah. Um.
Wales, Gales.
I don't know.
Yeah, Wales is in the United Kingdom, next to Scotland and England. Wales,
Oh,
Gales.
mm.
What else? Well, tell you something. One of the funniest accents that I've ever heard is in Northern Ireland. Northern
I don't.
Ireland.
I don't know if I've heard of those.
The way they speak is really, really nice. For example, the word eagle, I think they say eagle.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
And then words like eagle, um, other word, no, no, no. Which is it? Eagle. The it's just amazing. Let me see if I can find really quick a site with Northern Ireland news. Northern news. They may have something news really quick. Let's see if they have something. Videos. Prefer the press. Let me see if they can show you the accents they have, which is really really nice, but it's very different from the American accent. Let's see. Oh, okay. Let's see. Data breach. Okay, this is 1 minute. Let me see if I can send it to you. Although this from BBC, which is a British broadcasting company, sometimes they have. The problem is that they are embedded in a page. That's what the one thing I don't like. And then sometimes you cannot leave the page also, which is a nuisance. Let me see. Let me look for another site. Northern Ireland government. They normally have videos of the speech. Okay, here. Oh, I hate it. They always have to talk through they don't give you just the site. Here, okay, here it goes. Let's see if you understand this accent, this pronunciation, Mitch, which is truly nice. I love it. Let's see if you. I'll send you the link in a moment.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay, let me send it to you. I'll send it to you through here, through the WhatsApp
I got it.
uh,
I got it.
channel, and if not, through here. Let me see. That is. Okay, here is the site. Let's just listen for it's 4 minutes, 10, but let's listen to 1 minute only. And let's see if
Okay,
you can identify the accent.
okay, okay.
Yes?
Uh, the other guy was American.
Yeah, sounds more American. But
Mm-hmm.
how about the guy that is speaking, the one that you are interviewing, or the guy that is being interviewed? What do you think about him?
Yeah, I already listened that Asian, but I didn't know that we're for from Ireland. I thought that it was like Mexican people trying to talk better English.
Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, they have a heavy accent. Of course, for them is natural, and the accent that we have from more Western accent is weird. But people understand each other. If you talk to a guy from Argentina, from Cuba, from Spain, Mitch, do you understand them?
Yes, mm, pretty much.
But they speak differently, don't they?
Yeah, yeah. Of course, the first time that I heard some of them was when I was 11. Then I started to use the internet more often, like seeing the famous YouTubers from other countries, and also talking with people in Facebook that they're people around the world and around all Latin America in this case. But I think every people who's been a lot of time in internet. All the words that they are different from other Spanish countries now, like in our own dialect, Spanish dialect now,
Yeah, of
except
course.
the ones who fight if called aguacate paita.
Hmm. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Well, so the only thing that is going to become more complex in English is the phonemes. Actually, there is a word called phonemes, which I would like to please look up in the internet. Phonemes in
Phonemes,
English.
phonemas.
Can you look up this word? Yeah, exactly. Can you look up these words? It says that there are 14 English phonemes. What do you think? 14 different phonemes? Sounds weird, doesn't it?
Mm, of pronunciation.
Yeah, yeah. For 44 different sounds in
Actually,
English.
Also in Duolingo, there was a well, it is a new section that they add. There is exactly for this thing, the phoneme, practice the phonema, and I
Phonemes.
worry because I
Phonemes, yes.
the phonemes put in words like with B or S and C and Z and it's surprising if you don't pay well you are not used to it you can get wrong very easily.
Exactly, exactly, exactly. And look, believe it or not, but it's extremely important to use the phonemes correctly. But that's going to
Uh-huh.
help your English pronunciation dramatically, dramatically. So it is important to get into the topic of phonemes sooner or later. I mean, we've been learning them more or less, not lyrically, but as they go, right?
Hmm.
For example, they have 20 vowel sounds. You say 20? I thought there were five vowels. Why 20? Why do you think there are 20 vowel sounds, Mitch?
mm, Maybe depending how the word is conformed, which will depending of the consonants that the word is conformed the vowel sound could be different. It's
Hmm.
not it's not the same to say bet and beat. Uh,
Yeah.
uh-huh.
Okay. So apparently there are phonetic vowels or 20 vowel sounds. So there are many. Pit, pet, pat, cut, put, dog, about. Okay, let's see this. Let's say these words, please. Short vowels. Can you say these short vowels, Mitch? The ones
Uh,
that are highlighted here.
uh,
Here.
bet, bet, pat, cat, bird, dog. About.
About. All right,
About.
let's say them again. Pit,
Put. Put.
pet,
Pet. Pat.
pat,
Cat.
caught,
Cat.
put,
Dog. Dog.
dog, about. All right. And you have, okay, we're going to elaborate a little bit more on the short vowels because there are many, many more like this in English. For example, from the first one, you have many, 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 many words. We're going to come back to the grammar in a moment, but let's do phonetics in a second. For example, it, pit. You have words like this word. This sound is normally difficult to pronounce for Mexicans because we're used to the long e, which is not this. This is not e. For example, how do you, when you give a beso to abuelito, a tu abuelita, how do you say beso a mi abuelita?
Mm,
Kiss.
kiss.
Kiss
Kiss.
my grandma. Kiss. It's not
Kiss my
keys.
grandma. No.
This is extremely important. Kiss is this, right?
Mhm.
And for Mexicans, for some reason, it's difficult to pronounce this correctly. Kiss. All right. How do you say caber or cabe?
Fit.
Perfect. How do you say pies?
Feet.
Perfect. How do you say ello, eso?
That.
It.
It.
How do you say comer?
It.
How do you say diminuto? La luz está diminuta.
Them.
How do you say yo estimo, considero?
Dim.
Then you say, how do you say este o esta?
This.
How do you say estos, estas?
This.
These. All right, you have lots of words which are very different for the Americans, but for us, we tend to confuse them. If you're able to distinguish the pronunciation of kiss, keys, fit, feet, it, eat, them, deem, this, these, um, this, guess, geese, uh, lip, leap, you have made a huge progress if you're able to distinguish this. So let's we have seen this before a number of times, not one or two, but many times, and this is very important. Pet is like in Spanish, there is not a problem. But the word pat, what's the name of Kira? Kira is what? What animal is Kira?
Oh, she was a cat.
A cat, right? A cat. What animals do cats chase?
Bugs.
What else?
Rats.
Rat, rat. So this is not a, is not e, is pat, cat, rat. How do you say tapete?
Mat.
Mat. How do you call? How do you say papi?
Daddy.
Dad or daddy?
Ah.
Dad or daddy, right? Um, when you are not happy, not serious. How do you say triste?
Sad.
Sad. So notice the word is pat. It's not pat. It's not pet. It's pat. Cat, rat, mat, dad, sad. Let's see these words, Mitch, please.
Bat. Cat. Rat. Mat. Dad. Sad.
A bit longer, maybe. Pat,
Bat. Cat.
cat,
Rat.
rat,
Mat.
mat,
Dad.
dad,
Sad.
sad. Right, exactly. And now you're doing this very well. Now, cut. What else is similar to cut?
Small.
Luggage. Luggage.
Luggage.
What else? Hog. hog.
Hog.
The jog, which is like the jugglers, right? Los juglares, jog.
Uh-huh.
What else?
Mm, let me see.
Drug. Yes.
The words don't come to my mind.
Well, you have drug, jog, hog, log, smog. You have uh, hog. Hungry, hungry. I'm hungry. All right, let's practice these words. Smog,
Smog,
luggage,
luggage,
hog,
hog,
jog,
jog,
drug,
drug,
hungry.
hungry.
So that is the
Oh.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah. And then you have put, took, took, took. He took my money.
Oh no.
Look, look, rook. Which is a chess piece, torre, book, etc. You see, you have seen this a number of times. Put, took, look, rook, book. Let's practice this, Mitch, please.
Took, look, rook, book,
And then with the letter O, that sounds more like an A, like almost like an A, dog,
dog,
dog. And then home. What else?
mm,
Dom, love, um, rug,
overcome,
over, overcome, overcome. Perfect. Yes.
handsome,
Handsome. Okay, handsome is just the handsome. Is the sum, right?
uh-huh.
Handsome. Very good. Excellent. About, out, about. Yeah, right. Anonymous, like anonymous. Allocate, allocate. What else?
I don't understand this section.
The whole section
No, this the what
about
the vowel, the
uh,
protagonist vowel here.
about the first one,
The A.
about. It's very slight. Allocate. You don't say allocate. You don't say allocate. You say allocate. Almost imperceptible, right? Allocate. Allow. Allow me to go. Allow me. Always. Well. About. Allocate. Allow. What else?
Mm.
Let me see. Words with the sound. Alarm, above, away, appear. Alarm, here, way above. All right. Let's practice these words. About,
About,
allocate,
locate,
allow,
go,
alarm,
alarm,
appear,
appear,
above.
above.
Right? It's not a very but it's a about.
Mm,
Right? Very close a. So,
review.
well, you notice that these words normally don't show in Spanish except for pet, like que, eso, queso, peso, techo, right?
Mm-hmm.
So these phonemes are very, very important in English because that will allow you to pronounce the words correctly. Okay, let's do a last review. Can you read them all, Mitch? Slowly but consistently.
Okay.
Kiss,
K,
keys,
K,
fit, feed, it, eat, them, dim,
uh,
this, these.
kiss, kiss, fit, feet, it, eat, them, this, his, his, lip, pet, pat, cat,
Okay, no, wait. The other ones you said perfect. Pat, almost
pat,
pat, cat,
pat, pat,
cat,
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 cat, rat,
rat,
mad,
mat, dad,
dad,
cat,
sad. Perfect. Very good. Excellent. Now the next one.
smug, luggage,
Excellent.
hog,
Excellent.
jog, drag, hungry, took,
Excellent.
look, rook, book. I think this one is the easiest. Um, dog, ham, dumb, love, rock, rush, what?
Rog, overcome.
Overcome, handsome, bout, locate, low, alarm, appear, above.
Perfect. Very good. Well, maybe I think we have time. Maybe we can record them. What do you think?
Oh, okay.
Please. That would allow us, and maybe take a screenshot and record
Mm-hmm.
them.
Don't worry, I have my cell phone over here. Mm, pet, kiss, fat, feet, at, it, them, team, this, his, this, lip, pet, pat, cat, rat, mat, dad, sad, cat,
Perfect.
smug, luggage, hog, jog, drug, hungry, but,
Put.
but, took, look, rook, book, dog, hum, dumb, love, rush, no, rock, overcome, handsome, bout, allocate, allow, alarm, fear, above.
Very good, Mitch. Well, you did an excellent job. Really good. Obviously, the easiest one is pet, general, ketchup, um, elephant, etc. Right? This is the easiest, probably the one that has the S sound because that's very natural to Spanish. But all the other ones are not so. I mean, these ones on the right hand side here, E is very Spanish. Keys, feed, eat, dim, these, geese, lip, they are very common in Spanish. They sound E, we smile. But this one, kiss, fit, it, dim, this, giz, lip, this sound is not very common in Spanish. This is, but this is not. Also, this sound is not very common in Spanish. Cat, you never say, dame la taza. What? Dame la taza.
Uh,
That's
you,
exactly the sound, right? Try to
you imitated the gringos who try
exactly,
to
exactly,
pronounce the Spanish.
exactly. Well, if you try to mock them, you will say the word perfectly, like dame la taza. Okay, taza, cat, rat, mad, dad, sad, pat. That's perfect. The sound is perfect because you mock them, you imitate them. Okay, say that imitation in Spanish, Mitch, please.
Dame la taza.
Perfect. Now with that say pat, cat, rat, mad, dad, sad, and you'll sound perfect.
Bad, cat, bad, mad, dad, sad.
Perfect. Perfect. Sounds like an American or a Canadian. Excellent. And that's something that you can do to pronounce the words perfectly. Just mock them, imitate them.
Okay.
Right? And then you'll notice that you're saying the word correctly.
Woo!
Okay, well, are we meeting tomorrow?
Ah, yes, I think so.
Okay, so what do
Mickey
you think?
wasn't here. I don't know if he told you because he went to Guadalajara.
Okay, okay, yeah, no problem. Yeah, I'm sure
Mm.
he was probably busy. But well, he'll be able to see the video, and then for tomorrow, Mitch.
Yes, very good.
Okay. Well, then see you tomorrow. Take care, Mitch. Enjoy your day.
See you tomorrow, teacher. Thank
Take
you so
care and
much.
say hello to the family. No problem. Take
Mhm.
care and till tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.